Hey, we're live. It's Dr. Joe. Welcome to Your Wellness for Life. I'm here with trainer and lifestyle coach Evan Pohl, and we are ready to rock. And happy Saturday. Sometimes we do this on Fridays for Fitness Friday, but today it's going to be Fitness Saturday.
What's up?
What's up? Got some cool background here with our green screen.
Yeah, Forge Brazelton and Forge Winder, huh?
Yeah. You're actually in the gym, but you're not in that room that you got the picture behind you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how you can just prop up a green screen. You have no idea what my stuff looks like, but it's pretty intense. I mean, the stuff that I got over here on my end, it's pretty neat.
Okay, so before we start, I just wanted to mention that a hero died yesterday, Hank Aaron. We're Braves fans. We've been Braves fans for a long time. I also remember being a Braves fan when we could barely get 1,500 people to go to Fulton County Stadium. He was the Braves' first superstar and will always be a superstar. There's some things in the paper that I'm going to keep remembering Hank Aaron, a great player, a great man. So those of you who get the paper, you may want to hang on to this edition. And then in the sports section's got Remembering Hank Aaron, an icon to so many.
Yeah, just a quick thing. I mean, he was literally one of the probably top 5 greatest players of all time. And he went through all the racial things that he had to go through. When he beat Hank Aaron's home run record, he took it in class. And when Barry Bonds broke his record, took it in class, because we all know that Barry Bonds most likely took steroids, and he took that in class. He did a lot for the Braves organization and just people in general. And that's probably like a good, just kind of like side note to kind of consider with everything that's going on in the world. We have a new president. No matter who our president is, like, you should be in control of what you can control of and act in class. And that's definitely what Hank Aaron did. More than just a really good baseball player, he's a really good person.
He was a good person. And just such a kind heart. I mean, every time you just saw him speak and talk. And Brian Snitker, who we know, and you played baseball with Troy, and Troy is now the hitting coach for the Astros. Had a very touching kind of, what do you call it?
Words.
Almost a eulogy. Where he really had to hold the tears back, and he said, "I am who I am because of Hank Aaron." But anyway, it's in the paper. It says, Hank said, "I don't want them to forget Babe Ruth. I just want them to remember me." How humble!
Yeah.
And in the paper, it's got baseball's top career home run hitters. It's got Barry Bonds #1 at 762, and Hank Aaron at 755. But Barry Bonds most likely did steroids, and really shouldn't be on there, or there should be an asterisk on it. What's funny, when you go down further on the list, there are, they actually didn't bother to do that. So Hank Aaron's still #1. And we actually have a baseball that was signed by Hank Aaron.
Perfect.
His little.
Can't even remember when we got that one.
I don't even remember how we got it. But anyway, God bless Hank Aaron and his family. And looking forward to the next Brave season, man. I'm waiting for pitcher catcher camp, and let's get this spring training going, and let's have a great season. All right, so today we're going to talk about do this for 1 hour every week. And people are wondering, what is it? And it's lifting weights. So do this for 1 hour every week, and let's kind of dig into some of the research that supports this. So there was a study that was done at Iowa State University, and they took 13,000 adults. So this was not some rinky-dink little study. 13,000 adults, the average age of 47, who did not have cardiovascular disease, and those who did at least 1 hour of free weights or weight machines had a 40 to 70% lower risk of heart attack or stroke, not just heart attack and stroke, compared to those who did not exercise at all. Just to give credit to, just to keep it in context, those who did cardio, they found similar results in people who did and did not do cardio. So cardio definitely has some benefits. It lowers your blood pressure, lowers your cholesterol, it reduces plaque buildup, and basically also helps you maintain a healthy weight. But so for the first time now, and I'm wondering why they didn't bring this out more, because now those people, those government people that do official, okay, this is what you should be doing for health, they're going to need to kind of revamp things a little bit, because it's all just cardio. So now for the first time, you do not have to meet the recommended guidelines for aerobic physical activity to lower your risk of heart disease. You can do it with just weight training. And this study that was published in Medicine and Science and Sports and Exercise does that.
Yeah, is it 1 hour per week, or is it? Yeah, I guess it's just 1 hour per week, right?
At least 1 hour per week. I mean,
Gotcha.
there were people who did more. You won't want to hear what I need to say next, but they said lifting longer than an hour per week that was not associated with any additional cardiovascular benefit.
That's fine. Yeah,
So,
but I mean, yeah, that just kind of comes down to where it comes, what are your goals? So for me, I made a video earlier, I want to look a certain way, so I need to train more, but some people are just focused on their health, and it looks like they just need to do an hour a week, or maybe want to sit right in the middle. What's nice about that is if you think about it, you could do an hour once a week, or you could break it up, 3 20-minute sessions to maximize your time, or you could do 10 minutes every day. There's different ways you can go about doing that, which is cool. And, obviously cardio has its place. I don't run, but I walk my dogs a lot. And it seems like you can be healthy either way, but you definitely want to incorporate some kind of strength training, because that's going to be really important for posture, your bone health as you age. Walking doesn't teach you how to be functional, like pick things up off the floor. So you need to be able to do some kind of deadlift. You need to have upper body strength, core strength. So, it's not just looking good. It's also, being able to do the things that you need to be able to do on a daily basis. And that's why it's important.
the lead author, his last name was Lee, so it's Lee and colleague, but Lee said, lifting any weight that increases resistance on your muscles is the key. He says, my muscles, your muscles, don't know the difference between if you're digging in the yard, carrying heavy shopping bags, or lifting a dumbbell.
Yeah, I mean, the beauty of going into the gym is you can mimic, carrying a shopping bag. So that would be like a suitcase carry. You can do kettlebell swings. You can do med ball type stuff where you're mimicking, gardening, so to prepare you to be better at those things. Or, it seems like you can bend and stoop and go outside and farm for 20 minutes a day. Picking up some jugs and carry them, a little bit here or there every day. That's going to definitely obviously help. And farmer's carries or suitcase carries are really good for your core and then your shoulders, because it helps sit them down and back. So if you sit a lot, doing a farmer's carry with some heavy dumbbells or jugs on the side is going to be really good. And it's good for unilateral work. And it also mixes in some conditioning, which is nice too, because you got to move, and it's a lot of hamstrings and glutes too. Yeah.
Now we don't want people to get have the take home message saying all I have to do is lift weights for a week and
right.
Screw nutrition and screw my weight. I can be weight. According to Lee, the lead author, it said it didn't matter if you worked out once, twice, or 3 times a week, as long as you hit that minimum 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
And obviously, what you do during that 1 hour makes a difference. I mean, there's people that go to the gym for an hour and just yik yak, and work a couple machines and have a smoothie and then walk on out.
Yeah, I mean, you need to have a goal. You need to have a plan. I mean, that might be a great start, for people that are just kind of figuring it out. Like I tell people, something you could do is just go to the gym and just go there and build a routine of going in, walking a little bit, maybe start doing some machines. I mean, for some people, just like going to the gym for 10 minutes is a struggle, but you can build it up. And there needs to be some kind of progression and plan and structure behind it that you are you can see that from that plan, you are getting better at that plan.
Yeah.
So
what's so cool now is we're finally starting to get some research that's linking specifically nutrition to health and exercise to health, and hopefully more doctors will be listening to this because there's, more and more research now showing how strength training helps with bone health. You do weight bearing kind of stuff. It's good for physical function and your just quality of life. So, and so why would this be? I mean, what's the reason behind why would lifting weights lower your risk of heart attack by up to 70%? Well, there was a study published back in July of 2019 in JAMA Cardiology, and they looked at 32 adults. They were all obese and sedentary, but they did not have heart disease, diabetes, or AFib, which is an irregular heart rate. And all the participants had an MRI of their heart and were randomly assigned to 3-month programs of aerobic exercise, weight training, or no exercise. And the weight training consisted of doing 3 to 5 sets of 10 exercises 3 times per week. And what they found was they compared with the no exercise group, those in the aerobics and weight training groups had less fat directly touching the heart by 30% respectively both. However, there was a difference between cardio and lifting weight. Only those in the weight training group had decreased fat around the heart sac called the pericardium. And having less fat in and around the pericardium is associated with low risk of heart disease. So therein lies the beauty of the lifting weights, the functional training, specifically for reducing risk of heart attack. And because of all the other benefits of cardio and blending in nutrition, it is a total package.
Right.
Again,
if you care about, we talked about it yesterday when I chatted with you. I mean, if you have family, friends that you want to be around with, getting up and doing some kind of strength training is going to be important. You don't want to wait till it's too late,
Yeah. And taking this just one step further, in 2017 in the Mayo Clinic proceedings. So these are all, very reputable institutions. They found that no weight training, compared with no weight training, performing at least 1 hour of weekly weight training was associated with a 29%, that's a big number, of lower risk of developing a metabolic disorder, which includes high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, the 3 things that will increase your risk for heart disease and diabetes. And remember, heart disease, specifically heart attack, is the #1 cause of death for both men and women. I hear this in my office all the time as an OBGYN. Oh, it's going to be breast cancer, ovarian cancer, something like that. No, ma'am. It's heart disease. It's
right.
Heart disease. 500,000 people die of heart disease every single year, and a lot of those could be prevented because they are lifestyle induced. The next big category is cancer, which is kind of right behind that. But listen, we need to focus on the heart thing.
Yeah.
Save lifestyle habits. Save healthcare dollars and save your ass, man.
Yeah.
Or save your heart.
Everything in your life will just be better. Your relationships, your ability to work, your employees will like you, your boss, you'll be able to be more productive. You can get out of the bed easier. You're not breathing hard. You can wear the clothes that you want to wear. You feel comfortable. You don't get out of breath when you walk up the steps, stuff like that. Things that just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Obviously it's not easy, and that's just kind of where, finding somebody to help you and investing in your health. So that way when you walk into the gym or you plan your workout, you know what's going on, you know what to eat, that kind of thing, instead of just kind of trying to figure it out. It's always good to just kind of get some help out of the gate.
Yeah. And again, back to the lead author, Lee, he says that there are some barriers to resistance training, Unlike aerobic activity, resistance exercise is not as easy to incorporate into your daily routine. Some people don't have access to a variety of weight machines. A gym membership may be beneficial. And the latest study looked specifically at the use of free weights and weight machines, but Lee says people will still benefit from other resistance exercises or any muscle strengthening activities.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at your picture, you can get a TRX and you can bolt that into your ceiling, and that's $100 that'll last you for years. And that's great. There you go, that thing.
There.
Yeah, where your thumb was. You can do push-ups, squats, body weight type stuff, and you can still progress with that. And then add dumbbells and kettlebells. A lot of these dumbbells are universal now, so you're just buying a set, and they just change from 5 to 50 pounds. Most gyms, commercial gyms, are cheap these days. We're $25 a month. So super affordable. And then it just kind of figures out, how does it fit in your lifestyle? Does it make more sense to work out at home, or do you have the option to drive to a gym 10 minutes, work out for 30, 40 minutes, drive 10 minutes back? And that's where it just kind of comes down to, should you go to the gym, or should you save those 30 minutes and just work out at your house or in your garage or something like that?
And worst case scenario, you and I were briefly talking before we went on live, do push-ups and squats. Your push-ups will work your upper body. Your squats will work stand in front of a mirror, balance yourself in front of the sink, and see how many squats you can do.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, you can squat to your leg rest. You can use the TRX and do rows for your back. You can get bands and do pull aparts for your upper back. You can do planks. Push-up, there's a lot of variations to a push-up, a lot of variations to a squat. You can do hip bridges off the floor. There, you can get very creative. You can do 2 legs. You can do single leg. You can add resistance. You can add, mini bands around your knees, stuff like that, to make things harder. So there's a lot of ways that you can progress it over time.
I just thought of something. Instead of having a hot dog eating contest, let's have a squatting contest.
People do that.
They do that already?
Yeah, they do challenges like that. Like
how many squats you can do?
I have a client who has a friend, and they're doing like a push-up challenge. They're doing like 100 push-ups every day or something like that. So, you can do a squat challenge. You can set up like a group text with your friends, and you do 100 squats every day, and everybody texts everybody to like, hey, got my squats done, for accountability, stuff like that. So yeah.
That could be a Zoom call. I mean, you could get like 10 people and say, go. And
yeah,
have a referee.
People are doing Zoom call workouts. Like, we're adding live workouts to what we do for our people at home and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of ways to make sure that you're getting it done, for sure.
So we are Americans, man. We are creative. We will get it done one way or another.
Exactly.
Yep. Again, we started off by just honoring Hank Aaron, thanking him for his life. He passed away yesterday, I think at the age of 87, something like that, or 83, 80. He was in his 80s.
I think it was 86 for sure.
Yeah, 86.
So,
and broke all sorts of race barriers. And one thing that we need to do is stop looking at people's skin color. And the only race that we should be looking at is the human race.
Right.
And stop looking at different colors. It's the human race. We're one race. We're one body. We're crying out loud. Let's get it done.
Yep. Well,
all righty. So thank you. And I'm going to be back with my peeps tomorrow with some kind of topic.
Awesome.
And we'll just keep rocking. So thanks a bunch. Thanks a bunch.
You got it. Have a good one.
Have a great day. So thank you for joining us. We had a great discussion today. Dr. Joe from Atlanta, To Your Wellness for Life. And we'll catch you all tomorrow. God bless. Dr. Joe from Atlanta. Bye.